I don't know about you, Jude, but if I were starting my credit card points journey from absolute zero this year, knowing everything I know now after a world trip on 9 bougie-ass flights, 8 of which were in business class, 1 was in first class, 0 in economy, and only paying 600 Canadian dollars total for all of them. So no rich parents, no sugar daddies. You bet your ass it was just credit card points and spending used very strategically. There are 11 do's and don'ts I wish someone told me sooner, including the #1 newbie mistake that could wreck your credit or cost you thousands in missed points and perks. The first thing is, do not let your statement balance gaslight you. A lot of newbies make this mistake where they see a big number on their statement balance and assume all of it counts towards the minimum spent. But they forget that the annual fee is included in that total. Say the minimum spend for your new card is $4,000 and your statement balance shows $4,000 spent, but $200 of that is actually the annual fee. That means you've really only spent $3,800 and now it's too late. The offer period is long gone. Congrats, you just missed out on $100,000 worth of points because you didn't do the math. And while we're here, you gotta watch out for the refunds too, because if you return something after earning the bonus, that could put you below the threshold and lower your net spend. And yes, credit card issuers can and will absolutely snatch back those hard-earned points. So make sure you're always tracking your actual spend and not just the number at the top of your statement. What you are gonna do is build in a buffer because life happens. To avoid all that heartbreak, build in a buffer by spending slightly more than the minimum spend just to be safe. If the minimum spend is $4,000, aim to spend maybe at least $4,200 or even $4,500. That extra few couple $100 covers you in case you get a refund for an Amazon purchase, or you decide to cancel a hotel booking down the line, or maybe a charge post late and falls outside of your offer period. It's a super simple way to protect your bonus, and trust me, it is better to overshoot slightly than to miss out on 6 figures worth of points because you were $5 short. By the way, if you're brand new to this whole points game and want a cheat sheet, I did make a free beginner points PDF guide that you can download below. Kind of just walks you through how I use credit card points to fly bougie on a budget. Number 3. Learn from my mistake. Do not automatically assume credits will just apply after spending in a certain category. I made this mistake with the Amex Business Platinum and it
fucked me up.
And I just missed out on $120 phone bill credit because I didn't realize that you had to
go into your Amex account, scroll down to the benefits page, and physically click activate. I just assumed it would apply automatically.
It didn't.
Same thing with the $200 travel credit. You only get it if you actually book through the Amex travel portal, not Expedia, not directly with the airline. So please, please, please log into your Amex account, check your benefits page, and make sure everything is properly activated. Otherwise, you're just donating money to Amex and they're already rich, dude. Don't be freaking lazy and do stack your points with this one extra but super simple step. I just wanted to say thank you so much for 408 subscribers. Like, that is crazy to me. It's kind of been a while since I uploaded my last YouTube video, and that is because I've been building this template that I guess you guys will find out later on in this video. I really want to make this whole YouTube thing happen because I've come to realize that it's not so much about perfectionism anymore. It's about overcoming the fear of being seen trying, or I guess the fear of being perceived. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about so I'm not alone. And the cats, my foster kittens, say thanks. If you are not using the Aeroplan e-store, then you may as well be throwing points away because you could be earning 2, 4, sometimes even 10 times more points on top of your regular card earning rate whenever you do your online shopping. I know everyone nowadays is buying something on Amazon, and whenever I'm shopping on there or I'm buying something from the Apple Store, Best Buy, Lululemon, you name it, I will go onto the Aeroplan e-store first, click through, shop as normal, and then boom, just like that, extra free points. And no, you do not need an Aeroplan co-branded credit card to do this. Just make sure you have an Aeroplan account. Anytime I'm about to do some online shopping, I always go onto the e-store first to check if the store is part of that program, because these points do stack up pretty fast. And why miss out on that, you know? This next one is pretty basic, but it will absolutely bite you in the ass if you don't stay on top of it. Say you miss your minimum spend deadline. Well, there goes your bonus that you can never get again. Forget to cancel before your second annual fee grace period ends. Well, there goes $800 down the drain. That's why you need to set your reminders. Add it to your notes app, your planner, your forehead, or even better, track your cards like a type A baddie. When you've got your cards, your boyfriend's cards, or maybe even your mother's cards in play, being organized is your points superpower. That's why I made my own credit card points tracker, because I'm not about to miss out on a bonus because I couldn't get my shit together and be organized. Could never be me. Could never be me. Could never be me. But yeah, I made it so that you can track all of your total earned or any expected sign-up bonuses across all points programs, Amex, Aeroplan, RBC, Avion, you name it, I put it in there. It even auto-calculates when your minimum spend deadlines are, and it gives you warnings and reminders so you never have to forget. One of the best parts is it tracks even those complicated, complex bonuses where you gotta remember that in over a year from now of getting your card that you gotta spend X amount to get that extra 30,000 points. Those are the ones people usually forget, but this tracker ensures that you don't. And it keeps tabs on any travel, dining, any credits you have, so you remember to use them before they expire. Kind of cute because you can see your minimum spend progress with visual bars, so it's so satisfying. But yeah, I really wish that I had a tool like this when I first started my points journey, because you guys saw that stack of cards I had at the beginning of this video. That is a lot of cards to keep track of. So yeah, I hope you really like this template that I made. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty good today, so you can have $8 off with the code. It'll be here, whatever code I decide. Number 7. Do not apply for a credit card just because it looks sexy on paper. Just because a card has lounge access or it's popular like the Amex Cobalt does not mean it's the right card for you. Before I apply for a new card, I always ask myself, can I actually hit the minimum spend without going broke? Is there a better card out there with a larger bonus relative to the minimum spend you can actually afford? Do I even care about the perks this card offers? Or are the points even transferable to the airlines that I want to fly with? Like, if your goal is to fly business class and travel the world for cheap, then don't go for something like the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite just because it offers lounge access and has no foreign exchange fees. Like, that card is not going to get you there. That card earns you C+ points and statement credits, which if your goal is to actually fly business or first class, you need a card that gives you points that are actually transferable to airline partners. And I get it, this whole points game can feel super overwhelming. There's a lot to learn, a lot of moving pieces, but like, wouldn't it be kind of nice if you could just pay someone to tell you everything you need to know and to answer all of your questions off the bat? Someone who's figured it all out, had years of experience to just sit down with you and answer all your questions.
Like, no more second guessing, no more going down those Reddit rabbit holes.
I don't know, because if it were me and I could afford to pay someone
$50 to skip all of the countless hours of research, that's what I would do.
But that's just me.
Anyways, if you're unsure of which card fits your travel goals, I made a video breaking down Canada's best travel credit cards for 2025 based on the kind of traveler you are. Definitely check it out after this video. Not right now, because it'll mess up my analytics if you leave. Number 8. If I know I have a big expense coming up, like a trip, wedding, new furniture, or a tax bill, I'll time my card application right before that. Why? Because that big expense plus my everyday expenses is gonna be enough to meet a minimum spend. So may as well get a big fat juicy bonus out of money that I'm gonna be needing to spend anyway. But dude, you have to factor in shipping time. I know Amex is pretty good with this, but sometimes it can take a while for the card to come in. So you don't wanna be, scrambling, being like, oh my gosh, I gotta make this big payment soon, and my credit card's not even here yet. And then before you know it, you're stuck with a card that you're not able to meet the minimum spend on. But if you're thinking,
I don't even really have a big expense coming up, so I don't know how I could even meet a minimum spend without just willy-nilly spending money.
it's called 13 Genius Ways to Hit the Minimum Spend Without Going Broke. It's actually got some pretty clever tips in there, not just basic ones. Moving on to number 9. Do not,
Please, no! No!
I beg you, do not cancel your card right after earning the bonus. Say you got your juicy welcome bonus and you're thinking, okay, time to cancel. The annual fee is kind of expensive. Hold your tail. With most issuers, there are some unwritten rules when it comes to churning. If you cancel too soon after getting the bonus, they could very well flag your account and hurt your chances of getting approved or earning future bonuses. The unspoken sweet spot, you want to wait until after the second annual fee posts. Then you can decide if it's worth keeping the card, downgrading it, or just canceling it. If you do decide to cancel it after the second annual fee post, then you will get a prorated refund, and that way it keeps you in Amex's good books and keeps your long-term game strong, which brings us to the next point. Every card should come with an exit plan. Before closing anything, ask yourself, have I used up all the perks, all the credits? Have I transferred all of my points? Can I downgrade to a no-fee version? Think of it like a breakup. Don't ghost, be respectful, and have closure. This next one is like credit score 101. Do not cancel your oldest credit card. Your oldest card is like that one friend you've had since elementary. Maybe you guys don't have so much in common anymore, but they know you and there's history there. History that you can't just yeet away. So don't cancel it just because. Or, well, maybe you want to because you're not really finding much of a benefit from keeping it anymore, but then at least downgrade it to a no annual fee card, so then at least you won't erase your whole credit history. Keep it open and active. Seriously, all it takes is one small recurring charge every few months. Maybe, you're at Timmy's and you want to buy coffee. Just use your oldest credit card for that. Credit bureaus love stability, and your future mortgage application will thank you. If you're yearning for more, I've got a whole playlist essentially breaking down the ins and outs of how to book flights with points. I highly recommend checking that out. Don't forget my free beginner points guide PDF. It has all my go-to strategies and the basics down. And if you're the type where you just want someone to tell you what cards to get, what to do, how to do this, ask me anything. I'll give you a full breakdown, no gatekeeping. I'll even throw my credit card points tracker template in for free. The same one that I use to manage all my cards, deadlines, and bonuses. My next video I'm filming and working on is all about how to actually redeem your points for flights, how to find award seat availability, how to determine the amount of points you need to fly to certain destinations, and which points program should you be focusing on earning in Canada. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss that video. See you in the next one.